Hi, my name is Emma Twigg and I am from New Zealand and represent the 15th edition of the FIFA Master, and I'm currently training for the Tokyo Olympic Games in rowing for my 4th shot at an Olympic Games.
Hi everyone, my name is Zach Joseph. I'm from the 6th edition. I'm from the southern state of Kerala in India, and I'm proud to say I'm the first of the billion people to join the FIFA Master. Currently, I am working in Qatar for the 2022 FIFA World Cup.
So I first heard about the FIFA Master program when I was reading an article in New Zealand about Charlotte Kite, who was in the 14th edition. And I kind of looked at it and thought, well, that sounds like a great opportunity. And I was at a time in my rowing career that I really needed a little bit of a break. And I wanted to experience something different. And I knew that life after sport was always going to happen, and I needed to create a pathway for that. So it seemed like a really logical pathway, and I met Denny Oswald at a World Cup, and he convinced me even further that it was the right decision. So from there, it was a no-brainer, really.
While I was in university in New Delhi, I was playing golf in the Delhi Golf Club, and I was just talking to a colleague of mine who's a journalist, and by some chance he was part of some media release where the FIFA Master course appeared. And he just sent me a link of it, and I just researched it, and this was I applied for the edition before mine, which I didn't get in, which is fine. But then I got a call from CIS to enroll again for the 6th edition, and yeah, that's how it went. And I now look back to it. It was the best career choice I made.
Yeah, I mean, it's been invaluable, really. And after the 2016 Olympics, I actually thought that my rowing career was finished. So I headed and did an internship at the International Olympic Committee. And that opportunity certainly wouldn't have been there without the contacts that I'd made during the FIFA Master. And it was a really valuable time in my life, and I learned a huge amount, and again made some great contacts and some fantastic friends. And it was throughout that I realized that actually I wanted to extend my athletic career and give Tokyo a shot. And yeah, so I guess it's not only has it provided me opportunities in terms of my professional career outside of sport, but it's also given me a lens that I don't think a lot of athletes have in terms of seeing what goes on behind the event, how it's all organized, and everything that goes into it. So I have a real appreciation from a very different perspective than just turning up as an athlete and living the dream, basically. I know that a lot of hard work goes into things.
For me, I think it had an immediate impact. I was, after I finished in July, in August of 2006, I was recruited to the Asian Football Confederation, and I moved to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. And that's how I got into football venue operations. I was thrown into the fire, as you say. Like, I had the Asian Cup, which is the biggest tournament for Asia, to organize 6 months after I joined the AFC, and then I moved on to other leagues in West Asia, to the UAE, in Dubai, and now I'm working for the World Cup committee in Qatar for 2022. So since the FIFA Master, this is my 5th World Cup, which I can't believe it's gone so far, from 2006 to 2022, and now completely into football event operations.
If you had to choose 3 words to describe the FIFA Master, what would they be?
I would say a life-changing experience.
Those 3 words all connect. Very good. I like what you did there.
Yeah. How about you?
My first would be friendships. Second, opportunity, and third would be memories. I think that pretty well sums up what the FIFA Master is for me. For me, definitely, it was combining what I was doing academically with trying to keep fit and at a standard that I could then go and qualify New Zealand a place at the Olympic Games. So my memories of that year are waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and getting out of bed and going and rowing on the beautiful Lake Neuchâtel or on a canal in Milan, and combining that with then rolling into class a little bit blurry-eyed and having a full day of class, and then training in the afternoon as well. So it was definitely a full-on year. Didn't get a lot of sleep, but had some fantastic times.
For me, I've traveled a lot, but mostly to England. I have some family there, so I also had back of my mind that I'll have an issue with the culture and the language, especially in Milan and Neuchâtel. I've actually, UK and Milan were great. In Switzerland, it was a bit of an adjustment. For me, I came from a country with like chaos and as in not so much of like strict order like in Switzerland. I couldn't get over the fact that we had to run to supermarkets after the end of the day, like because there's a shutdown. But yeah, as in I'm very adjustable. But yeah, as in I definitely struggled in the last 5 months with the culture and especially the food in Neuchâtel, which I'm not used to. I think honestly, 2006 edition was very lucky, and especially for me, I'm a totally live events person. I love going to live events. While we were in UK in Leicester, it was the Ashes cricket, and from India, like we are like cricket crazy country, and I went to a couple of Ashes Test matches with some of our professors, and while we were in Milan, we the Torino Winter Olympics was on, which is just a drive away. And that I've never seen a sport called biathlon. That was incredible to watch that sport. I've never seen skiing and shooting. I saw an ice hockey match for the first time in my life. And while we were in Neuchâtel, we had the Germany World Cup just a drive away. So a couple of times we drove to Munich, and when I think back, I'm glad that I didn't get into the fifth edition. I'm so glad
You
I
know,
went to yeah, it is. I don't think any of the other editions would have been this lucky to have these events next to their modules.
for me also the experiences that I'll never have again visiting, these huge football clubs and Lords and places like this that you dream of or see on TV, for sure stick out as a huge part of the course. Yeah, lots of memories that are pretty much unforgettable and etched in my brain, and I can't wait for the day that we have a reunion. The alumni network is just so diverse and so expansive, that I feel very lucky that if I needed to contact anyone within probably any sport in the world, you can get on the alumni network and reach out to people, which is pretty amazing and pretty special. And I also love the way that people are engaged in it as well. I think that's quite a unique thing.
And what's amazing is the networking is great whichever city you go in any world. There is someone who can connect you directly and indirectly. And I think the alumni is what's really helping the FIFA Master graduates to even get placements and jobs. And I think back in Neuchâtel, I think they're doing a great job with this.
If you were to give some advice to the next generation of FIFA Master student, what would your one gem be?
I think make the best of the year. It really goes by quickly. I still have a few regrets during my year that I could have done certain things better. Once, like 5 years ago, I even thought about can I even re-enroll and do it again. Whoever's lucky enough to get in, it's a very privileged few. There are a lot of courses now. Back in 2006, there was only 2 or 3 courses of international reputation at that time. So if you get in, accept it and make the best of it.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think my advice would be that you should be present during that year and really make the most of every single thing that you do, because it seems like a really long year when you start, but it goes by so quickly. And I'd also say just to really make the most of the relationships and work on the relationships that you have within your class, because those friends will be with you for life. So I think that's probably more than anything, that's the greatest thing I took from the courses is the friends that I'll forever be in contact with and still give a call and love listening to, like I say, all of their language and their different experiences and cultures. And yeah, it's quite a unique thing that I'm so pleased that I have been able to be a part of. Well, Zach, Lovely to meet you, and hopefully our paths will cross sometime in the near future. Maybe at a football World Cup or an Olympic Games or something as grand as a mega event, hopefully, that we're going to be seeing in the near future. But really great to chat.
Let me know anytime if you show up to Qatar for the 2022 World Cup. You must come. It's a unique World Cup where it's a World Cup in one city. So you have all the stadiums in one city, kind of an Olympic feel. And I'm sure you're a big cricket fan. I was in Lords when complete injustice happened to your team. Uh, the next time I'm going for an India-New Zealand match, I'm surely going to invite you. So see you soon, hopefully.
I'll be there for sure.